coming at this early stage, so that once the federal government decide to distribute input to farmers, they should remember smallholder women farmers and at a very good time. We know very well that smallholder women farmers are making this application in line with Mr. President's goal of drastically reducing the vulnerability of women to biases in farming, bridging the gap, the gender gaps, and also address the unequal gender power relation in the sector through the National Gender Policy on Agriculture, just as I said it earlier. 37% allocation should be given to women, and this 37%, we are pleading that it should go to us directly, rural women farmers, either in processing, marketing, or in even value addition, the value chain. We are the one found in this value chain. One of such input, we don't know. We want to bridge the gap between the big farmers and the small farmers. It's like when there is actually an allocation, could I say the big farmers or the political farmers collect it on our behalf? So we want this gap to be bridged, that our allocation should go directly to the gender unit who knows where we are, and they have our database directly with them. We have also been advocating as smallholder women farmers, knowing very well the role of this sector. Looking at how beautiful we are seated down here this morning, if for 2 days we've not eaten, we know what will happen. At the Fountain Hall, we said, no farmer, no food on the table. No food on the table, no nation. And if that is the case, this sector is a very critical sector, and it should not be neglected. We also want to advocate for the increase of the budget allocation in this sector. With the smaller allocation, we know how this sector is doing. What will happen if there is an increase in the budget allocation in this sector? We know that poverty will be handled. We are pleading, as we go to discuss with the minister, that women farmers are actually advocating for an increase in the allocation in the agri sector. We are also aware that the head of states, they met at their own level at the African Union and agreed that at least 10% of the total budget of every country should be allocated to the agri sector. Despite the fact that we see this year's allocation is more than last year's allocation, but we still advocate for more increase in the sector. And if there is increase in the sector, we would also plead that a percentage of that increase should go to smallholder women farmers, so that we can be able to produce the food we can feed this nation with. We know that big farmers, when they produce, they either carry it to export it or they carry it for processing to turn it into another thing. But the food you eat in your table is the one I produce and carry to the market. You will come and buy and eat. So we are the one feeding the nation. If that is the case, this is a very critical goal. And we know, just like you have been doing, we want to appreciate you and Mrs. Mahmoud. When we learned of your transfer, sincerely speaking, some of us cried. We said we are finished. And we also learned that there is a new permanent secretary that has been appointed for this ministry. We have pleaded that since he's not on board, when he comes, we wanted to also enter his office and greet him and appreciate him for what the ministry have been doing. And we pray, ma'am, that since we are not able to see the minister today, we have seen you, we are comfortable, and we will leave our letter to him with you. I am quite sure when he sees our letter with you and Mrs. Mahmoud, I'm quite sure maybe he will look for us for a courtesy call. We just received a letter today at the fountain Unity Fountain that we will not be able to see him because there's a rule that we must give 2-week notice before you see the minister, and we were not aware of that arrangement. We've gathered all the women from 36 states, including FCT, so it was not something we could postpone. But we believe that it was God's plan, and we were able to see you. We are sure that our demand will be taken to the minister. On this note, ma'am, I want to present the copy of our letter to the minister to you. Send it to him. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That I will approach the minister.
Amen. Amen.
The Honorable Minister and the Permanent Secretary just received the notice of your rally a few days ago at very short notice, and as has been communicated to you, next time you have an event that you would want the Honorable Minister to either meet with you or Grace, please give the ministry advance notice in good time. Secondly, if the minister had still been around today or in the ministry as you came now, I would have still gone to crave his indulgence to still meet you for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But unfortunately, both the minister and the PAMSEC have been called to the Senate. And once the legislators call, you have to answer immediately. So I want to apologize on their behalf that they were unable to meet with you today, but also to welcome you to the ministry, because I'm sure that if they had been here, they would have been very glad to receive all of you. So on this note, it is my pleasure to be here on this very auspicious occasion in which agriculture is being promoted by these great women of Nigeria. We appreciate you. We applaud you. It is great to see women engaged in agri activities, which is dear to the heart of the government, especially with the economic diversification agenda of Mr. President. It is also heartwarming that Smallholder Women Farmers Organization of Nigeria is carrying out this agricultural campaign in the right direction by working closely with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture has the mandate to promote agricultural research, agriculture and natural resources to ensure food security in crop, livestock and fisheries, among others. It is also charged with the responsibility of promoting nutrition security. This stimulates agricultural employment and income generation, provision of services, job creation, production and supply of raw materials to the industries, as well as promotion of agricultural export for foreign exchange earnings. In carrying out this strategic mandate, the various sub-sectorial departments carry out their activities through the value chain approach for crops, animal, livestock, and fisheries, from the point of production through to processing, storage, and marketing. Through these activities, the extension and cooperative departments, a number of intervention programs have been promoted for capacity building and empowerment, particularly for the women and youth who constitute the larger demographic group in the agricultural sector. We appreciate the support of smallholder Nigerian women. We know you are feeding us. Therefore, Swofon members could also benefit from all agro inputs such as seeds, organic growth enhancers, equipment and machinery of government at subsidized rates whenever they are procured by the ministry. So this is an assurance I want to give you on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture. And secondly, to also tell you that the Federal Ministry of Agriculture is the most women-friendly ministry, is the most gender-responsive ministry. And my being appointed as the first female director of Agriculture is a testimony to that, because the Federal Department of Agriculture is the largest department in the ministry. It constitutes over 60% of the ministry. So now, women, you have the ministry at your Hence, Swofon members in different commodity associations could take advantage and leverage from the various interventions the ministry is promoting. Also, on behalf of the ministry, I would want to congratulate you for this very laudable campaign, because for Nigerian women farmers to come out to the federal capital and make known to government what their demands are, it's a very, very commendable thing. And I have to assure you that your comments have been noted, and I assure you on behalf of the ministry that we are going to take actions going forward. Hitherto, we have been working with you, maybe on a small scale, but now we are going to work with women on a larger scale. The ministry has also taken note of your demands, especially in the area of agricultural inputs as regards seeds and equipment. And the narrative now has changed in the ministry that whatever interventions we are doing, whatever support we are going to give to farmers, it should be demand-driven. We are not buying what we think the farmers should have. We are going to procure what the farmers say they want. And we are going to start from the smallholder women farmers. Because you are representatives of the women in the rural areas. And we appreciate that. And I'm also glad to hear this morning that you have taken a lead. And where is that? In the development of a database of your women farmers, which I hope before you leave here today you are going to share with us both the hard and soft copies, because that will now help us in the intervention programs we are going to do in the ministry. Because when you have evidence-based data, then you are able to plan well, and we need that to plan well ahead. This is 2020. The budget has already been released, but I can assure you that going forward in 2021, we are going to have a more women and gender responsive budget from the ministry by the grace of God. So also a very important issue also that I said I should commend you people for is that you today, I read from the fact sheet that you have over 500,000 members across all the 36 states of the Federation. 500,000 cooperatives, not even members, so which means your members are in millions, and that is really great. So what I want us to do, if you have not done so, is disaggregate those membership or cooperatives into value chains, commodity groups, so that when we are dealing with the commodity associations, we say, okay, in so-so states, this is the list of women we have, and this is where they are. And you know, we are also advocating for a change, that whatever interventions we are going to be making in the ministry going forward, we are going to be looking at clusters of farmers. And if you have your women farmers clustered, that is going to be a lot easier for us to reach you. And to support me, you have already commended one of my very able staff, Mrs. Mahmoud. So she is now in charge of input distribution and cottage development. So if you don't get your inputs, hold her neck. I have given her the order that whatever inputs we are getting into the department, I don't know other departments we are going to advocate for that. We have noted all your requests, and we are going to do as much as we can do to meet up with what we might not be able to do everything because it's not possible, but gradually as we move forward, things will be getting into place. Then finally also, I want to assure you that the next time you happen to be in Abuja, you have a meeting in Abuja, give us notice, as I said earlier, so that you can meet with the Honorable Minister. It's very important that you meet with him so that he knows that these are the women feeding the nation. So it's very important. So once more, I congratulate Swofon in Nigeria for this bold step and giant stride in promoting agriculture, which could serve as encouragement to the younger women, especially in the rural areas who are at crossroads to venture into agriculture as a profession. And we all know that the thinking now among the youth is that agriculture is a profession of last resort. And when you see them, they think we are going to practice agriculture the way our forefathers were practicing and our mothers were practicing with the hoe and cutlass. But now there's a new program in the ministry which we call the Agri-Mechanization Program, which is being championed by the Honorable Minister. And we believe that a large proportion of beneficiaries in that program will be both women, young and old. So this is an opportunity also for you to know that a program on mechanization is coming forward, because mechanization should not be left, as you said, to the large commercial farms. It should start at the very grassroots, and that is what we are trying to do. We should have different levels of mechanization for the country: the smallholder, the middle, commercial farmers, and the large scale. So that is where we are going in the next few years. So with this, I wish you all the best in what you are doing. I congratulate you once again. Long live Swofon, long live Federal Ministry of Agriculture, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.